Hey everyone, I want to give you some really quick updates. So inside the websites, we now added for article generation, the ability to generate, when you generate page content, you can select from all four of the options, GPT 3.5, the normal, the turbo, the 4 and the 4 turbo. My recommendation is going to be GPT 4 turbo. If you want to perfectly capitalize on the best quality writing, go with GPT 4. But there you have it. So you can write with any of those options now inside your admin panels. Now that means also, for those of you on the outside using the remote control systems, you've got access to that. I want to just point this out. For batch articles, okay, when we generate articles rather, okay, not batch. Batch is the prep file for generate articles. These two both got updated, and I'm just going to make the point. You can choose, again, what version of GPT 3 or 4 you want to write with, the turbos or the standards, right? Typically GPT 4 turbo, maybe GPT 4, right? Aside from that, what else? There's another thing. Oh yeah, the download sample file, it's going to be added shortly. There's going to be a new column that allows you to control the prompt for generating the article title. Here's why. Sometimes you want to generate the article title to fit the keyword intent, like whether it's navigational or transactional or informational or commercial. There's that. Sometimes you want to frame the article titles to be questions. The version of the keyword that's a question. So by being able to use your backstory and the keyword and generate article titles, then you're going to be able to create a whole myriad of article titles the way you want, because you can manually put in the prompt and drag it down. If you're going to cycle through prompts, drag them down. If you're going to do a bunch of pre-cut prompts that you saved and you're going to paste in for all your transactional, go here, all your navigational, go there, your informational, go there, your commercial, go there. You can do that. That way you can create the pages with the best fitting article titles for your desires along the way. Does that make sense? So there's another piece I want to point out too, somewhere in here, and I'm not sure where we put it. I've got to look it up. You can include your own API keys. Control F, I guess API. API, no, what about keys? It's not in here. It's in the client instances though. So in the client instances, you can do your own API keys, right? And currently it looks like you can create up to 25 API keys in your GPT account at openai.com if you get one. So you can cycle through keys, okay? That just keeps them from thinking that somebody hacked your key and stopping your process midstream, okay? So the more keys you have, the better, because none get too much pressure, okay? And while you're using those different keys to produce contents, like I say, you can put them into your own instance, right? So by using your own keys, then it's literally your own billing for the content you create. How cool is that? Okay, just letting you guys know what's out there. And those of you who don't know, you can get into having your copy of these big tools like this, right? I did some videos on that not so long ago. It's called the DCCP, and I'll just point that out here. For anybody who's missed it, on the professional services tab, it is by far the most expensive and yet the most powerful thing that we have going on here. That's this, okay? And for those of you who've already been buying Moji stuff, subtract all your purchases since 2009. Whatever you have left over, that's 25K minus whatever you spent so far. So if you spent 15K, it leaves 10K. 10K a year, or 100 a month in that case. In other words, 10% by the month. Okay? So that way, any of you who's ever bought anything from us, you've helped us build this monster of a system that we have. As a matter of fact, I've still got to go over this last thing here. So this is the last thing I'm going to say. For inserting the banner ads into the pages, say you built up your website, got a lot of traffic, getting a lot of traffic on your pages, and before or after, you want to create your own ads into the pages. Maybe you want to put more than one. Okay, maybe you don't even want it just to be a clickable banner ad. You want it to be a video. Okay, so here's what we did. images. For all the domains where you have pages where you want to use them for this, okay, you can put your destination links where your images will click through to. Okay, so whatever your links are, you can cycle through them. Upload your image zip file. Okay, it'll extract the images and cycle through them on your websites, on the pages. Okay, and this can include the pages in your top menu or not. So, you know, if you don't want to be confusing in your top menu by having those images in there, you can say no. Otherwise, if you're fine with it, say yes. It's up to you. Okay? Otherwise, it's going to be all the other pages. The pages in your sitemap, but not in your top menu bar. Okay? Are you going to insert it directly into the content? You know, the print? Or into the sidebar? You can actually do that so that you can have an ad in the sidebar, right? That's cool if you want it kind of there but not really interrupting the page. It's up to you. But what that also means is you can do some images with some destination links for the content. Then you can come back here and do another round for whichever websites. All of them, some of them, others. And you can put in your links and you can upload a different stack of images, say, and you can put them into your sidebar. That's cool, right? So what else? Option, new or overwrite. In other words, say you already put images into the pages and you want to come back and put more in there. Do you want it to add them in or do you want it to overwrite the old images? In other words, you're updating on purpose the old images with the old links. Maybe you're just putting in new images with the old links or old images with the new links or whatever. You can use the overwrite option. Okay? Position's cool. Every time you do this procedure to add any ads to the pages, you can choose top, middle, or bottom so that your images show up near the top or around the middle of the page or near the bottom of the page. Okay? So yes, you can put ads in different places. So if you're doing home and garden, you can have plumbers paying you to put their ads into the pages, but you can also have roofers paying you to put their ads into the pages. And you could also have like patio furniture guys paying to put their ads into your same pages. See, that way you have ads for different things that don't compete with each other, that you can have different people paying for, even though it's all on the same pages. That's kind of cool, right? And then you can do it again with adding also into the sidebar. Description means what's the top of that section of the sidebar supposed to be called. So you could just put ads. You can put our sponsors. You can put vendors. You can put recommended, you know, whatever you want to put, right? Now what? There's the coding breakdown for how you do it so that you can get verbiage in above the image so that it's got a title, something to draw attention to whichever image gets selected from the zip file. And then below it is going to be whatever the paragraph's going to be. And then that way you've got something that calls attention to the image, gets people to pay attention to it so that they want to click on it. And again, guess what else you can put into the pages, even aside from all four of those. So say you did 1, 2, 3, and then 4 for the images, right? What else can you do? Same thing for video. And yes, you can do insert in content or sidebar, same thing. And then for the position, middle, top, or bottom. So you can get a video above an image or below it, okay? And for that, for the video, it's the same kind of thing. You put in your heading and your paragraph to draw attention to it, but this is going to be your video, whatever it is, okay? That's just your video IDs from YouTube, okay? If you get that, then you realize how crazy powerful this combination is now. So you can put 8 call to actions that are either clickable banner ads or videos into every single page. That's 8 you could put in. How's that? And that's 8 different ways to monetize, really, because people can pay you to insert those things, or you're putting in your own for your own projects, or for like ClickBank. If you've got a ClickBank link and you're saying click here, then you can have a video above the clickable image that literally explains what's going on. And then your image is like, click here to get it and get the 10% off or whatever it is, right? How cool is that? Okay, just wanted to let you know the updates in the back end of the system. In the meantime, we've still been going through and learning stuff for our pages and working on them to get more of the pages indexed. We've done all the work to get those things to take off like mad, just getting Google to catch up with it. Okay, those of you who want to buy into these big tools, let me know, right? You can let me know how much you've spent over the course of time. Just send it to me in an email. We'll do the math and get you in at the discount. Or if you want to come in hard and heavy and large, go ahead. We've got the playlist going, and everybody's learning how to run these massive projects on their own. Like I said, the reason you want to get into this is beyond the cost of having access to the tools. You can run every website. What is the cost? It's absolutely insane. Something like you can run 100 websites for the equivalent of a 5-hour energy shot per day with these tools. So you can do pretty much anything you want. You want to get 500 websites going? Basically, the cost of running them, the domains, the cPanels, the storage, making them live, is even creating basic content with GPT-4 Turbo. If you add it all up, it's like the cost of 5-hour energy drinks per day on average to run 500 websites, right? Imagine how much you can do with that. You can rent the websites out. You can service them for people. You can make your own income streams. Tremendous number of things you can do with this kind of power. Okay, just letting you in on the latest. And yep, I'll catch up with you soon. Okay.